right now on 12 News at 10.
I'm Chase Golightly in Phoenix tonight. One of the largest pride organizations in the state has filed for bankruptcy. What we know coming up.
With ballots set to go out next month, the battle over who holds power in Maricopa County elections is heating up, the latest in the struggle.
I'm Tiani Jadling in the newsroom. A Phoenix veteran's beloved service dog vanished without a trace. Why the family says finding her is now a matter of life and death. Next.
I'm meteorologist Chris Dunn. This little weather system right here that brought in our cooling is now moving away when the triple digits will return to the valley in your weather impact forecast.
12 News at 10 starts now.
Tonight, concerns over the future of one of the largest LGBTQ plus organizations in Arizona. Thanks, everyone, for joining us for 12 News at 10. I'm Kariba Devine.
I'm Mark Curtis. Today, Phoenix Pride filed for Chapter 11 bankruptcy. The organization making that announcement today. 12 News journalist Chase Golightly is live in Phoenix. And Chase, do we know why they're suddenly in this situation?
Mark, they say it's for a variety of reasons, including high operational costs and lack of funding. But looking through court documents, we learned that they actually owe about $500,000 and are now getting sued over it.
Phoenix Pride has been around for 40 years, hosting the two largest LGBTQ plus events in Arizona with Pride Fest and Rainbow Fest.
It's so fun. It's just the community all coming together.
Along with pageants, art shows, and resources for those in the community. On Friday, Phoenix Pride announced it filed for Chapter 11 bankruptcy, saying due to rising operational costs, lack of sponsorship and fundraising, due to the current political climate, it's put heavy financial stress on the organization. Chapter 11 will allow them to keep operating as they get their finances in order with a court-appointed trustee. Michael McFall, the president and CEO of Pride Guide USA, an LGBTQ plus resource guide that promotes all over the country, says he wasn't surprised by the announcement.
A lot of the big corporations are all pulling out of LGBTQ organizations. And so we're seeing that all over, and it didn't surprise me.
He said it all started when the Trump administration started pushing back on DEI initiatives. Adding other Pride organizations are going through the same problem. It was just this year when Tucson Pride announced it was shutting down.
They're so expensive to put on. And safety is a big, big concern. So they have to have the money for security, police, stuff like that.
Looking into Phoenix Pride's bankruptcy filings, it claims they do owe close to $500,000 to creditors. One of them, Pride Group LLC, that helps operate events for Phoenix Pride, actually filed a lawsuit against them, saying they are owed close to $420,000. The civil litigation filed just a few months ago. While Phoenix Pride said its operations will continue along with its events, those who support it are still concerned.
I would love for them to figure it out.
I assumed somehow, some way the community would rally together.
We really look forward to them to be able to have a safe place to go and celebrate. So I hopefully it doesn't affect it too much more into the future and we can figure out a solution for it.
I did reach out to Phoenix Pride for comment on the lawsuit, but they declined. However, those same federal documents claim they are disputing the debt. We're live in Phoenix tonight. Chase Golightly, 12 News.
All right, Chase, thank you. Developing tonight, a 2-year-old is in extremely critical condition after being found in an inflatable pool. This happened this afternoon just before 4 o'clock. When officers got there, the child had already been pulled out and medical teams performed CPR before taking them to the hospital.
Sky 12 over the home near Buckeye Road and Avondale Boulevard. As crews investigated, it's still unclear what led to the drowning. Be sure and stay with 12 News for the latest updates.
Tonight, a man has been indicted on murder charges in connection to a shooting that left a teen girl and 2 unborn babies dead. Michael Sanchez is accused of shooting and killing his pregnant girlfriend and unborn child earlier this month. 2 other women were shot, including another pregnant teen who was forced to deliver her baby early, but the newborn died just days later. Sanchez now faces multiple first-degree murder charges. Another person, Antonio Tequita, was also indicted for helping hide Sanchez and allegedly driving him away from the shooting. Sanchez is being held without bond.
A Maricopa County detention officer has been arrested for attempting to meet a teenage girl for sex. Police say 37-year-old Emmanuel Carrion thought that he was talking to a 15-year-old girl on social media, but he was actually talking to an undercover police officer. He allegedly offered to pay the teen to have sex with him. Carry On contacted the victim to meet her in Chandler, but when he arrived, they slapped the cuffs on him.
A Phoenix combat veteran and his wife are asking for the community's help after they say their 12-year-old companion dog was stolen straight from their home. The veteran calling this situation dire because the dog needs heart medication to survive. 12 News journalist Tiani Jadaling is joining us live in studio. And Tiana, you spoke with the family, and you're going to share more with us about this situation.
Caribe Cindy Edgar and Kip Roth's dog Tinkerbell has been missing for over 3 weeks. They've spent hundreds of dollars on gas, working with volunteers, driving all around the valley in search for who they say is a family member.
She's been there through the thick. She's been there through the thick and the thin.
Kip Roth shares his emotions after going on 3 weeks without his companion dog, Tinkerbell. The couple tells me the last time they saw their 12-year-old Chihuahua, she was outside in their backyard, but moments later, she was nowhere to be found.
We saw a mess in the backyard, and I thought maybe someone jumped over the fence to take her, but we don't know that. That's all speculation. Come out here, and we found her tags in the yard.
As to how they got there, it's still a mystery for Cindy and Kip.
She was there and then gone. No blood, because if a hawk would have come down or an owl, it would have left something within at least 30 yards.
The Phoenix residents have 2 Ring cameras placed in front of their home. They claim that after looking at that footage, their tricolored 10-pound dog was never seen. Immediately after, the family registered the dog as missing on every website and social media platform possible.
She's on Stray Dart, Pet FBI. She's on Phoenix Lost and Found. We've got her on Petco Love.
They've taken several trips down to the county animal shelter, thinking that Tinkerbell's chip would help lead to where she could be. But they tell me that's not the case.
We go down there every 2 to 3 days. They say we're keeping an eye out for her, but we go through and check all the injured strays. We check all the lost dogs. We check.
They walk us through.
Yeah, they walk us through.
They've driven all over the greater Phoenix area and filed 2 different police reports within the past 3 weeks. Exhausting all possible leads, they say they just want their dog back.
She's been through the illnesses that we both have suffered. She's been through the death of his family and the death of my mom. She's been there through all of it.
But without her medication, the Phoenix residents say they fear for her health.
We know she's in desperate need. You know, she needs her medicine. Without it, and the heat compounding her health problems already will exacerbate it to such an extent. She's going to have a heart attack.
Now, the family has been hanging flyers all across the area. They share details on where Tinkerbell was last seen. And at this time, they tell me they're offering a $500 reward for Tinkerbell to be brought home. Live in studio, I'm Tiani Jadaling, 12 News.
All right, hopefully people will share this story and somebody sees Tinkerbell or knows something, because you can really tell this means a lot to them.
Yeah, their hearts are broken.
Yeah. All right, Tiani, thank you. New tonight, Gilbert police make several arrests after cracking down on unsafe e-bike and electric motorcycle activity.
Now, some of the arrests included reckless driving and allowing an unlicensed minor to operate a vehicle. In total, the crackdown led to 10 stops, 11 vehicles were towed, 7 citations were issued, and there were 6 arrests, including 2 parents. In one of the incidents, police say a 14-year-old tried to flee and then resisted arrest. The department says they'll continue to have a zero-tolerance approach to this kind of dangerous activity. Tonight, more chaos over the upcoming primary election in Maricopa County. Recorder Justin Heap and the county board are fighting over who's in control. Heap, a Republican, wants a judge to hold the board in contempt and pay extensive fines. Greg Harris has the latest.
Justin Heap wants a judge to punish the Board of Supervisors. The latest court filing asked the board to be held in civil contempt for not following an April ruling. Judge Scott Blaney ruled April 16th the board acted unlawfully by seizing the recorder's personnel, systems, and equipment. The judge also ruled the recorder oversees early in-person voting, while supervisors are responsible for selecting election day voting locations and hiring poll workers. The board has appealed and issued a statement on Friday. It said in part, Recorder Heap has filed a series of court actions that should concern every Maricopa County voter. Now he seeks civil contempt charges against the Board of Supervisors and assessment of a $100,000 a day fine against county taxpayers. Supervisors in Heap declined to go on camera Friday, but for months there has been bad blood.
You heard him earlier refuse to defend and to elaborate on testimony provided in a courtroom.
This is really causing a lot of chaos in the community. Are we disenfranchising voters now, as your chief of staff said in court?
I certainly have spoken to my staff. We have not seen any evidence. We haven't had a large enough election that we haven't been able to manage.
3 of the 4 Republican supervisors have gone so far as to accuse Heap of lying. Supervisor Thomas Galvin also said Heap has wasted money.
You have heard from our attorney that he has not responded to offers of a settlement on a lawsuit that he filed with your tax dollars.
But Heap notes in the recent court filing that every day of noncompliance is a day in which the board administers elections in a manner this court has declared unlawful, with the attendant risk to voter confidence and to the legal validity of the election results themselves. As for a potential fine, Heap wants the money to spend in the discharge of the duties of his office as he judges fit. Early voting begins June 24th for the July 21st primary election. I'm Craig Harris, 12 News.
All right, Craig, thank you.